Today we're taking a look at the Fifine SC3. This is basically an audio mixer that allows you to plug in an XLR microphone and connect it to your computer. It has a lot of different features that we're going to take a look at, and most similar audio interfaces come in at around $200, while this one's only $50. And for full transparency, Fifine did send me this for free. However, all these opinions are my own. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything like that. So let's see what comes in the box here. We've got our user's guide. I'm hoping for USB Type-C, please. Yes, we got USB Type-C, and then it also comes with a USB-C, but it has an adapter to USB-A, which is very nice and convenient. And it's also nice that it's like right on here, so you don't have to worry about losing it. Mixer itself, it's a little light. And then you also, I'm guessing, have an audio jack cable. Yes. And that seems to be all that's in the box. So let's plug it in and see what it's got. So I plugged everything in, and you're now listening to me through the SC3. So I'm having it outputting right now through the headphones. You have the USB-C, which you can plug into the computer, or you can use USB on the go. So you can actually use this with a phone. I will try that in a little bit and see how that works. You also have the line out and line in as well, but for me, I'm just doing the headphones to listen to myself as I talk. And then you also have a headset, which if you want to plug in a headset and use that as a microphone as well. So you have the dynamic or condenser options. I'm using a dynamic microphone, so I have that on right now. You can adjust the levels, so you can adjust the mic level. So we're going to be a little bit quieter now. And then we're going to be a little bit louder now. A little bit louder. Yep, just like that. And you can also mute your mic just like that. You mute. Then you're good to go. So that's pretty nice. If you're a little confused about the mic monitor, it is default to off. You have to turn it on. So when it's white, that means you can hear yourself. But when it's got the colors, that means you are not hearing yourself through the headphones, which is a little confusing to me. But once I figured that out, I was good. So now let's take a look at the other options. So we have the 48 volts to power your microphone. So my mic does not require the 48 volts of power. So it's off when it is glowing like this. It's white when it's on, similar to the mic monitor as well. You also have the electric option. I'm guessing it changes sort of the tone, so it like half steps up and down. I guess we're gonna try it and see what happens. So now oh, okay. So yep, I sound a little different, and I think I keep sounding a little bit different. I think my voice is lower here and then higher here. I don't quite know. I'm cycling through right now while talking, and I really don't know exactly what is happening, but maybe if you find something that works with your voice, like I feel like it sounds a little bit lower of a voice right here, so I'm going to turn it off now, and then I'm going to keep talking. So I think it sounded a little lower, not positive. So these custom buttons actually are for custom playbacks, which is really interesting. So if you have like a sound bite that you want to use or like a clip, you should be able to do that with this. So let's do that. So it looks like you press in and record, and then when you let go, then it stops recording. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. And so now, hopefully when I press it, it'll play that back. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. Okay, it sounded a little weird when it played it back. I don't know if you were able to hear that. I'm not sure if it was playing through there. It sounded a little muted, but it is an interesting feature. You also have the LED options that you can... Ooh, that's kind of fun. So you can kind of change it to whatever you would like. I kind of like the rainbow option, but I kind of want also like just have a like solid blue. I think that looks pretty cool. Now I am very intrigued by the change voice option. So you have male, female, robot, monster, baby, and elder. So this might be a little horrifying. Let's see. Starting
off with male. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's male, but it sounds close to monster. And then we're gonna go to
the female, which really just pitches it up. It really doesn't like. I feel like I don't sound like a female. It's just higher pitched.
Then we have robot. Yep, that wasn't good. The monster kind of just sounds like male.
The baby voice is just the female, but pitched up higher.
And then you have the elder. I don't know, it's kind of like the male, right? Yeah, it's pretty similar to the male, just a little bit higher. Let's turn this off.
So it's not really anything too crazy. I don't know. You could probably find some use for the male and female. Just sort of a gimmicky feature. I'm probably not going to have any use for that. And then you have the other two custom buttons as well. So now we're going to try it on my phone and see what we can do. Okay, so we are now recording through my phone which I've never used an XLR mic with my phone before. So how does this sound? I can't hear it. I'll take a look at it in a little bit and then let you know how it sounds. But honestly, pretty cool to be able to take like something like this on the go. I haven't really seen this option with other audio interfaces, so yeah. So now this is a few days later, I took a listen to the audio, and honestly, it sounds good. I have no problems with it whatsoever. The preamp sounds fine. If I notice something while I'm fine-tuning and editing a little bit later, I'll put it up here to let you guys know. But otherwise, I have had zero issues with this. But up until now, if someone had asked for my recommendations for an audio mixer and they didn't have a ton to spend, I probably wouldn't have had any recommendations for them. But for $50 and a lot of the features of more expensive $200 mixers, I'm very impressed. Now, the big thing you're missing is a lot of software that the other mixers provide. So for example, with the Go XLR, I have a compressor, an equalizer to try to fine tune a lot of the different aspects of my voice, which you don't really have with the Fifine mixer. However, there's a lot of free softwares like Voicemeeter where you can actually do pretty much the same stuff. It might just be a little less user-friendly. And by that, I mean there's a bit more of a learning curve to Voicemeeter. I was a little intimidated when I first saw it. Now, I do think that the change voice options and things like that are a little gimmicky. I don't really see how you could incorporate that into a stream or recording or anything like that. You will have to be careful with the phantom power at the top left here. If you have a condenser microphone, you will need it. If you have a dynamic microphone, you won't. It won't really hurt your microphone or do anything bad if you have it on with a dynamic microphone. I believe it'll just sort of reject it. But if you do have a old style ribbon microphone, that could cause an issue. Although I don't really know anyone who'd be using a ribbon style microphone with this sort of mixer. That doesn't really make sense, but just be careful. So for my final thoughts, while this doesn't have all of the features of a $200 audio mixer, this is the first budget-friendly mixer I've seen for content creators. Would I recommend pairing this with a very expensive microphone? Probably not, but if you have a more budget-friendly mic or looking for one like the Fifine AM8, which I've made a video about before, that would be a great pairing with that. Fifine really does a pretty good job of offering budget-friendly options for content creators, and this is no exception. If you have any questions about this product, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any ideas for future videos, let me know as well. I'll see you guys next time.